Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today you are in my bed. It sounds weird, but it's cold and I'm very warm and comfy in my bed and I didn't feel like leaving, so I thought rather than getting out of bed, I'll just bring you guys into bed. Welcome to my very specific corner of my room. Hope you like it here. And my hair is wet because I showered and I cannot recall if I brought a hairdryer from Sydney or not. I must have, but I am not bothered to go through and check. So let's chat while my hair dries. But today I wanted to talk about Project Pan, which for those of you who have no idea what the term Project Pan means, well, the term pan, to pan something, a makeup term, which comes from using up an eyeshadow or like a blush until you see that little silver pan at the bottom. And currently, the term Project Pan is just being used as a blanket term for using up a product in its entirety. It is a trend, I don't want to say trend, but Project Pan has been a thing on YouTube since like the mid-2000s. I have been watching Project Pan-esque videos since about 2010, where I have seen a lot of videos of YouTubers picking out products that they want to use up for that month or something. They go through and they use it up. And in the same vein, I've seen a lot of videos called empties, which is where basically they would show you, hey, these are all the products I used up this month. And I have always been I've been an avid watcher of this type of content because I don't know why, I find it very interesting to watch how people use up their products and to see how long it takes them. Because for me, I feel like using a product in its entirety is something that takes me a good long time. Like the lip balm I have currently, the lip balm that I'm currently using is the glossierbalm.com in the banana pudding flavor that I got gifted to me for my birthday last year from one of my friends. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of that sickly sweet banana smell, the lip balm itself is quite nice. Like I quite enjoy the texture of the lip balm, how it feels on my lips and how it keeps my lips moisturized. But I feel like I've been using it pretty much every day since like mid-October, and we are now near the end of February. So what? That's October, November, December, January, about 5 months. And I think I'm just now reaching the halfway point of that lip balm. And it's just really, really interesting to me to see how some people can, like there's this girl on TikTok who uses a lip product until she uses it all up, essentially. She does like vlogs of her using up different products to see how long they last. She used the glossierbalm.com lip balm in 14 days. She used up the whole tube of lip balm in 14 days.
I've been using glossierbalm.com every single day until I empty it out. I filmed every application and in total it took me 14 days to finish the whole bottle.
And that's what I mean. How is it taking me over 5 months to reach halfway in the tube, but for others they're using it up in 2 weeks? I do not understand. So naturally, Project Pan is something I love to watch, always have, always will, and it's intriguing to me. But something I have noticed about these Project Pan videos is that they usually are in tandem with overconsumption videos as well. A lot of times creators who have too many of the same thing are the ones who are starting these Project Pan videos. And it makes me think, isn't using something up completely before you buy another one, isn't that kind of how normal people operate, right? Like, I mean, with skincare in particular, I use up my body wash and only when it's used up, I'll buy another one. Body lotion, I'll use up the whole thing and then I'll buy another one. Deodorant, whatever it is. I have never found myself being like, oh, I want 6 body washes in my bathroom, or I want like 6 body lotions as well. Like I find myself using up one product until it completely runs out. Now, I'm not a perfect person. I do have multiples of the same thing. Like I have a bunch of lip glosses and a couple of blushes that at the moment I just have one powder blush, but I have like a couple of lip products that I double up on my lips and cheeks. But for me, I tend to notice I get tempted by lip and blush products a lot, like a lip gloss, a lip tint, or a lip balm. I get very tempted by these things. Every time I'm in Chemist Warehouse or Priceline, for instance, I just love going and looking at the lip balms. It's not that I'm gonna buy the lip balm, but I always feel tempted to look. At the moment, I have, other than that Glossier Balm.com lip balm that I'm using, that's a good lip balm for just a clear lip balm. You can apply it without a mirror. You don't need to worry. It's clear. It's not going to look crazy if you just haphazardly apply it. But another one that I have is this Dermal Lip Therapy tinted lip balm. It's in like a rosy pink kind of color. And I love that lip balm. However, because it's tinted, I can't use it very much because I need like a mirror to apply it. Otherwise I get worried it's gonna go like everywhere. But that's what I mean. I have a tinted lip balm and I have a clear lip balm, and that's all I need. I don't see myself purchasing more lip balms until those lip balms have run out. I also have a pot that is like almost half done of like pawpaw on my bedside table that I've been using for so long. I do not know when that's going to run out. So if we talk about lip balms, I have 3. One tinted, one clear that stays in my bag and goes out with me, and one bedside that I use at home majority of the time. I have a couple of lip glosses, and I have actively made the decision to use up all of those products before I buy another one. So lip glosses, I love me a lip gloss. Not buying anything until I have used up the collection that I have. Body sprays, I didn't bring any, even though I love perfumes and I love body sprays and I love things that smell good, I have not even looked at the perfume side of TikTok because I have a bunch of body sprays. Because I have an auntie back in Sydney who is super cool, but we have a very similar fragrance preference, I guess you could say. Her taste in fragrance matches my taste a lot. So every time she likes a smell, or she goes to the airport, or she's out and about and she's like buying a perfume for herself, she'll buy a body mist or something for me as well. So I have a good collection of body sprays accumulating that I'm like, I'm going to use up those before I even think of buying another perfume. And it's this active thought of no, I'm going to use up this product before I buy another product, which I thought was normal. Obviously, you get an accumulation of things from birthdays or from friends or families or hand-me-downs or whatever. You could get a lot of products handed down to you as well. If people don't necessarily like something, but you like it, they'll give it to you. You know, that I too have been through those. But the collection that I brought with me here is not literally all of my makeup, but it's the makeup and the colors I enjoy right now. So the eyeshadow shades, the blushes, and everything in a color palette that I think suits me very well, and colors that I at the moment enjoy. And I'm trying to stick to that. I'm trying to not buy makeup, if I do buy it, to not buy it in shades that are trendy or shades that I know won't suit me just because I think it could suit me. So I'm also not tempted to reach out and buy things because I'm not having the thought of, oh, this lip gloss doesn't suit me, or this tinted lip balm doesn't suit me, I'm gonna buy another one. I need another shade. Because right now, I think my makeup suits me perfectly. It's just a matter of using it up. I don't know how anyone on God's green earth uses up eyeshadow palettes because I am not a big eyeshadow user. I brought 2 palettes with me. One which is massive, which again, a friend, the same friend who got me the lip balm actually, she gifted to me for Diwali like 2 years ago. It looks brand new. I don't know how to use eyeshadows like that. I'm trying to slowly use it up and be a bit more experimental in my makeup, but oh gosh, it's hard. It's hard using up an eyeshadow. I don't know how you use up eyeshadow. I don't. But I've got 2 eyeshadow palettes that I'm currently working through. I've got a highlighter, like one of those big highlighters that I got when I was in year 12 for my year 12 formal to like put on my shoulders and stuff so then I'm glowing, and I'm still using that up. I am nowhere near close to seeing pan on that, but it's little things like that where I'm trying to actively use up the products I have. Whatever they are, I want it to be completely empty before I even consider buying a new one. But Project Pan always goes in hand with overconsumption. And by that, I mean the creators who have thousands of skincare, makeup products. These are the creators who are working on Project Pan at the moment. And it gets me thinking, how as a human can you let your stockpile of skincare or makeup get to such an extreme amount where you're spending upwards of thousands of dollars at Sephora, at Ulta, at Mecca, at wherever, whatever your makeup store near you is called? You're spending upwards of thousands of dollars because of makeup? See, here's the thing. Makeup products expire. Skincare products expire. You have one face. You can, and like one pair of lips. Like, you're not going to go through mountains of lip balm. You just, that would take you a lifetime. So whilst accumulating products might seem like a good idea, maybe in the moment, thinking, oh, I love this product, I'm gonna buy 6 of them. It's really hard to use up a product in its entirety. So if you buy 6 of them, what are the chances of you actually using it up before you move on to the next one? Or if you're anything like me, you're gonna get bored. Like I'm saying with my lip balm, I'm kind of bored of the scent and the flavor of that banana pudding. So I am so excited to use up the product and be done with it so then I can move on to another lip balm that I prefer. Like, do you guys not get bored? And also, what is this need to purchase and purchase and purchase and purchase? Are you not scared of like being in debt? Like me personally, I'm quite scared of spending money. Spending money makes me like, I can't do it. I in fact have to actively tell myself, especially now that I'm here independently, I have to tell myself that you need to spend money to have a bit of fun. Like if you go out to eat or something, you need to spend money to have a good dinner. Or if you're gonna go watch a play, you need to spend money on that. Like I have to actively tell myself that no, that's normal. My mom has to tell me that's normal. If you want to do some things, you got to pay for it. So it's like spending though gives me like a rush. I hate spending money, especially my money. Hate it. So that's also a fact of overconsumption I can't quite wrap my head around. That's one thing. Project Pan seems to always be interconnected with overconsumption, which is kind of the direct opposite of what Project Pan is. But I have noticed people online have made Project Pan into a bit of a competition. And I say that in the case of people are purposely using excessive amounts of products to get through it quicker. Now, I mean absolutely lathering your lips in lip balm every 5 minutes, so then you're going through more lip balm. Or, you know, using way too much like foundation and then rubbing half of it off, using way too much skincare every day, using too many pumps of body wash when you shower, getting a huge scoop of body scrub, stuff like that. They're using the product in excess in order to go through it quicker, just so they can come on social media and be like, oh, it took me 2 days to use up this product. It's become competitive, which I do not understand either. There is nothing cool about using up a tube of lip balm in 2 days. That's weird. Also not possible, but weird. Yeah, no, Project Pan has become so competitive. And also people have been purposefully, I have noticed on TikTok, people have purposely started throwing away things that have not even been used in the name of underconsumption. So if they have a huge collection, they will purposefully throw half of it away just to be like, look, I decluttered, when chances are those products are maybe not even expired, not even halfway used. Basically, they're at no point to be thrown away. But yet I've seen people still throw perfectly good things away just in the name of decluttering. I am guilty of this as well. There have been times where I've gotten sick of lip balms. I can only use lip balms as an example because when I was a child, lip balm was basically like my first introduction to like makeup. was like tinted lip balms and like lip smackers, all of that stuff. And I, as a human, tend to get over things really quickly. And lip balm used to take forever for me to use up. So I would get over the smell, the taste. So when I was younger, I would purposefully just like either squeeze some of it out into a tissue just to get it over and done with, or I would, you know, just put it at the bottom of the bin, just close it in, put it at the bottom under all of the trash. And when my mom would be taking out the trash, she would notice it and she'd be like, this has so much product still in it. And I was like, no, trust me, it's finished. No, it's finished. It's finished. And then when I go to the store, I'd be like, Mom, my lip balm is finished. I need to buy another one. Gosh, annoying. But that was me as a child. I realized that was a really bad thing to do. So as an adult, I no longer do that. If I don't like something, I will either give it away to somebody who does want it or does like it, or I'll use it up. I'll shut up and use it up. The fact that I'm seeing fully grown adults on TikTok throwing away products that haven't even properly been used yet, which are pretty much akin to brand new, is ridiculous to me. Give them to a friend or something. If they're very lightly used, you can even donate it. Like a lot of times, if you've got products that you don't use or that haven't been used pretty much at all, like they're pretty much new, you can donate them. As long as they're not expired, you can donate these things, which I recently discovered was an option. But that's what I mean. Why are we throwing away brand new products straight into the bin? That's crazy. The competitiveness, these are just things that I do not understand. So while I support Project Pan overall as an overarching subject of using up products properly before you throw them away, the way people have been going about it is suspicious, and I do not like that. The competitive aspect, throwing away things before they've actually been used at all or enough, and starting with an absolute behemoth amount of things. Like, what do you mean you open your cupboard and your shelf top to bottom is stacked with skincare, and then your other shelf is stacked with makeup? That's ridiculous. And fragrances. People have so many fragrances these days. I feel like I have an excess of like, I think I have 7 or 9 body sprays, all from that one auntie who just keeps gifting them to me. But now I'm sort of thinking, oh my God, I have a lot of body sprays that I have to use up. If I keep looking there, it's because I'm looking at the body spray. For me, it's like, I know I have that many. Nobody needs that many. I'm going to use all of them up slowly. When I get bored of one, I'll quickly go and spritz another one. Like, you know, I keep the variety. I'm not necessarily like, oh, I've picked this one body spray, I'm going to use this until it runs out before I can move on to something else. If I go through and I smell each of them every day before I go to work, I smell them and I'm like, I like this one today, I'll spray this one. So the idea is that I will just use whatever I feel like and slowly use up the product before I buy another body mist or a body spray or whatever. Especially because here, everything is so close by. That's also why I get a bit nervous to go outside, because I also hate spending money. But I know that if I go outside and look at the shops, because there are so many things nearby, I would be so tempted. I'd want to buy everything. So it's this weird situation of not ever wanting to spend money but also wanting everything cute in the world. Yeah. Anyways, those were my 2 cents on Project Pan, and whilst I love watching people do Project Pan videos, I can't help but notice some discrepancies and things that have made me go, are you sure you're doing that the right way? But nonetheless, I just wanted to sit down and share my thoughts with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Have you come across any Project Pan videos, and what have you thought of them? Do you like them? Not really? Are you also partaking in your own personal Project Pan? If so, with what products? Let me know. But yeah, that's it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. But that's it. I'll see you guys all in my next one. Bye.